been shot? Absolutely not. There is no way I will ever believe that. But the problem is, mistakes happen, and I believe in this place a mistake definitely did happen. And that's the problem. Police officers are human. Mistakes are going to happen. And I guess, yeah, my throat hurts really bad. I'm gonna probably have to go get water soon. Oh, your father was a Marine. He saw. Oh. You know, I respect that so much. But, so honestly, your father being killed by police officers. Okay, first of all, I want to say I am incredibly sorry. That is a horrible thing, and you should have never had to deal with that. That is awful. And I don't think anyone should ever have to say that your father was justly killed. Absolutely, he was not. I don't care if I don't know a lot of facts. I can definitely say that he should have not been killed there. That is ridiculous. Here's the problem. There are a lot of times where it is justified that the Black Lives Matter movement tries to fight it. If you ever watch Cops, there are a lot of people on there that deserve to be arrested. The Black Lives Matter isn't fighting against the things that should have been killed. They're fighting against the things where the people should have been shot. That's what I don't understand.
Well, when you look at the states that are fighting for, like, let's look at Michael Brown, for example. He literally attacked a police officer. He tried to get his gun, and he would have killed that police officer. It's the officer's job.
Oh yeah,
right?
absolutely.
He has a wife and kids, just like everybody else. He has a family. If he's arresting a criminal, and that criminal tries to kill him, the officer has every right to use full extent of his force.
Absolutely.
Your father did not. Alright, I just came in for this. That's a terrible shame, and I'm, from the bottom of my heart, I'm sorry, okay? But it's like, for these other examples that we bring up, these are criminals. These are people that, like, they're criminals, okay? These are not good people. And they are being shot by police officers, and we have an entire movement that is arising from it for trying to deny that your death was justified. Okay? And we, like what happened in Baltimore, for example, if you're caught up with, like, the events. They rioted forever, and there was injuries as such.
Yeah, and okay, here's a lot of ones. The riots basically don't accomplish anything. It's basically people just going and stealing stuff from stores. The riots are ridiculous.
Yes,
we need to stop those. Honestly, all those people need to be put in jail or killed.
And now,
that's ridiculous.
We're gonna have more riots.
Oh yeah.
Look at Trump rallies, okay?
Oh yeah.
In Albuquerque, New Mexico, they literally had to put down a police force because rioters against Trump injured a police horse. Like, it's to the point where it was gonna die. Okay.
And you look every time I look on the news, I see there's another Trump supporter attacked. They want to call I love how the left tries to call the right aggressive, but that's the exact opposite of the case.
Well, you know, he's gonna become president. Okay. Anyways,
I believe there's no way crooked Hillary. When it comes to debates, I think Trump will tear her apart. Trump is so much more skilled in debates than she is.
She won't make it. She won't make it. You know why she's not going to make it? The FBI it has a full investigation on her, okay? It has a full investigation. And into all of her assets and all of her, like, the Clinton organization, there's a full investigation on why she is a criminal. She won't make it because they're going to find something by November, okay? They're going to find incriminating evidence. And Bernie Sanders has bullshit for delegates, okay? He has no fucking chance in hell to make shit.
Hey, I'm gonna go get water real quick.
Alright, I guess I'll just keep talking about Bernie and stuff. But Trump, he's gonna become the president. If you support him or not, he's gonna become the president. Alright? And for all I know, something could happen, and I might be wrong. Maybe Hillary will become president. Maybe Bernie will become president. Maybe it'll be a fucking miracle and he gets, like, all the delegates he needs, because he's like 800 delegates or so behind. But the thing is, it's like about like Trump and Hillary and Bernie. Hillary should not even be in the election, okay? The thing is about Bernie and Trump, they are different from the establishment. They are career politicians, okay? These people, like, well, not career politicians, but the establishment is a career politician thing. They're lawyers and they've been in politics their entire life, like Hillary and her husband. Bernie is technically a career politician, but he is vastly different from the others. Trump is not a politician; he is a businessman, and he is vastly different from the rest of the Republicans.
Absolutely.
The Republican Party.
Although
And the
he
thing
is trying
that's
to conform more with the Republican Party.
Well, I don't agree with that. I think he shouldn't. I don't even think the Republican Party should be a thing. Okay? The Republicans basically are Democrats that want a republic, a constitutional republic. That's more like a states' rights issue. The Democrats believe that it should be entirely up to the federal. It should be entirely federal, and there should not be like states' rights or anything of the sort. That's the difference. And like you go to like a lot of these Republicans that run, a lot of them have very liberal views, and that's a fact. George Bush is an example.
I love how, wait, I just want to say one thing. So I made Bernie and Hillary curse words, so I love when I look in the chat and they're both blanked out.
Did you actually?
Oh yeah. Okay, so I want to say one thing. So you say she's better than Trump, that's for sure. You provided no facts on why she's better. If you want to say she's better, could you please elaborate into why you think she is better? Because I can sit here and I can talk for hours about why she isn't better. And if you want to do that, we can do that. I'll spend the next. I'm gonna sit for another hour and a half. And if you want to talk that whole time about why Hillary is not as good as Trump, we can do that.
You're only gonna be here another hour and a half.
I like to go to bed before it gets light out. You need to explain, absolutely. I would really like you to explain yourself. Because that's kind of how debates work. You kind of have to explain your point of view. You can't just say, "Hey, I hate dogs." You kind of got to say why you hate dogs. Saying you hate dogs is kind of an outlandish claim. That's why you got to support it. If you say dogs killed my Uncle Dave, I'd be like, "Oh, that's kind of a good reason." Okay, so Trump isn't smart, but Hillary's a criminal. I'm going to disagree with you 110%. You would not believe Trump, he is so smart. Everything he says, you would think is bad, but it's statistically, he's gaining voters when he says it. He's an extremely smart person. He knows what his demographic is, and he's appealing to them.
You know why you think Trump isn't smart? Because the media and other
mainstream
people
media
have said Trump is not smart.
I love how they were saying...
They have said Trump is an idiot.
Yeah.
And these celebrities, like, let's say, who does the fucking Late Show now? Stephen Colbert. Fuck Stephen Colbert. He says that Trump is an idiot. These celebrities say that Trump sucks. That influences people's belief and it influences voters. That's what's wrong with it. Because you've been told, because they know that's like, hey, if Trump gets elected, things are going to start changing. And it's not going to change for their better. These celebrities and all these people on the media are fucking using you. Like, when these, like, you're being used for the votes. And all these media, like ABC and NBC, are, like, the politicians are in their pockets, and it's vice versa. Because they support Hillary, they might support Bernie, and, you know, whatever. But they do not support Trump.
Okay, so...
Even Fox News.
Someone asked me about the wall. I'm going to talk about the wall. So, I did talk about the wall earlier, so I don't really want to go into too much detail, but I'll basically say why I like the wall. Illegal immigration every single year across the southern border costs us $133 billion, and I have this debate so much, I know that number off the top of my head. To build a wall, it would cost $166 billion, which in the long run, we would end up saving money. Another thing, guess what they're bringing in from Mexico? They are bringing in drugs. And personally, I've seen what drugs do to people. I have seen how it can destroy lives. I have lost a lot of good friends to drugs. I think it's horrible. You don't know what drugs are till you see your friend's life fading away. You don't know what it's like till you see someone who you know they're going to die soon, and every single day, you wouldn't be surprised if you get a phone call saying they're dead. They were found in a ditch somewhere, or they asphyxiate on their own vomit. I've had family members who have asphyxiated on their own vomit. If you don't know what that means, they're literally drowning in their own puke. And you know where the drugs came from? Mexico. If we can do anything to try to stop those drugs from coming in, I don't care what it is. I don't care how outlandish. If it means building a wall, and if even that decreases the drug flow by 5%, I'm 100% behind it. Actually, the majority of high-quality drugs do come from Mexico. Weed is basically the only thing that doesn't.
Giving away the answer. Do you see the cancer, ladies and gentlemen? I was trying to.
Yeah, and the thing is
not
about
every single
weed,
drug, but a very large majority of drugs do come from Mexico. That is
I
correct.
110 support legalization of weed, even with all my views.
See, I
support.
I do just because I think we'll get money for taxes.
Because
I mean, that'll create a lot of money. Holy shit!
Because look at Colorado.
Wait!
I'll use Colorado.
My ears!
I'll use Colorado as an example, okay? Colorado has improved their school system.
God!
Like
Why is it doing this? Holy cow,
What's wrong with you?
Whoever did that, I will legit find you and I'll kill you.
Did you just get ear raped?
Yeah, basically.
Or something? But Colorado, look at their school systems. Their school systems were shitty before they legalized marijuana, and because it's so taxable, and because people use it, alright, face it, a lot of people you know will probably start to use it if it gets legalized. Because they don't use it because it isn't legal. And the thing is, in the Bible, it says, do as Caesar says, and because it's against the law, people don't use it if they're a Christian. But if it was, because there's nothing in the Bible that says, do not smoke that dank kush, okay? There's nothing in the Bible about that. Okay, a lot of people you know, even if they're Christian, or I know Muslims don't use it, except for probably like DJ Khaled. I don't know, but a lot of people who are like Muslim, I know Jews use it. Jews love the dank kush. Okay, my boss is Jewish. He smokes that dank kush every day. Okay, like I know they will, but Christians don't use it because it's illegal and it's against like our beliefs to do things that are illegal. If it's legalized, bet your ass there's gonna be people using it. That's why Colorado is like, there's a lot of people that use it in Colorado now and Washington. And I wouldn't say Colorado or Washington are like majority Christians. Like, look at like probably like Texas or, well, I wouldn't consider Mormons Christian, but still.
I would just consider them idiots.
Like Utah. There's a lot of really nice Mormons.
Okay,
like Mormons.
do I think Mormons are very nice? Yeah, but if I had to look at all the religions and say, okay, hey, which one's fake? I could look at Mormons and say, yep, that one. When you're friendly to the stream and you develop cancer, I'm actually going to kill myself now. That's probably for the best. If you want to elaborate on how this stream gave you cancer, I would really like to hear that. I can understand you probably have. God, that was AIDS. I can understand you're probably a liberal, and my conservative values are probably making you feel uncomfortable. But tough tickle, big girl. Let's see what we got in this hand.
Tough tickle, prepare to get
tough tickle. Okay, so we've spent a lot of time. I promise I would talk about genders now. How do I? Okay, I imagine you mean transgender bathrooms. This is a problem, and I think the best solution. Okay, so I just want to say, you said I'd rather drink bleach than elaborate on how you are dumb. That shows you're very ignorant. You also spelt the majority of that wrong, and then you went into talking about my IQ. So I don't really want to go into that anymore. If you'd like to debate in a civil format, I'm open to that. But yeah, I actually have a pretty high IQ. But okay, so transgenders in general, I have nothing against transgender people. If you feel you were put in the wrong body, do whatever you want. I believe everyone should do what makes them happy. Wait, what'd you say?
It doesn't exist.
See, I'm gonna disagree with you. I think it does.
There's no such fucking
It's
thing.
considered a mental disorder.
It is considered a mental disorder because it's fucking retarded. And they do it because there's enough people that believe that.
See,
if you believe that shit.
I don't really have much of an opinion on that. I think the only real thing I have an opinion on is transgender bathrooms, which basically in general I just think that we shouldn't.
I pretty much equate that to just like public child porn.
Okay, here's the problem.
Because, you know what? I want to Alright, I identify as a woman, so I'm going to go into